we're walking around Lake Bled now. Sun's coming up. We'll see how much color we get.
We have the place mostly to ourselves, so it's very tranquil right now.
Slovenia is a country about the size of the state of New Jersey, and Lake Bled is the country's top mountain resort area, and it's easy to see why. There's crystal clear blue water, a medieval castle perched on a cliff, a beautiful island in the middle, and gorgeous villas all around.
Behind us is Bled Castle, and I'd say that waking up for sunrise was definitely worth it.
We're Karin and Jeremy, an average couple with average jobs and limited vacation time. When we take trips, we have 1 or 2 weeks, 3 if we're lucky, and we want to see and do as much as possible when we travel. Join us as we maximize our vacation time on Mapping It.
Well, I'd definitely say it was worth it to get up this early. We've got the Lake Bled Island behind us.
We also have an incredible view, and there's even a hot air balloon, as ridiculous as that is, so it adds to the incredible charm of this place.
And a great sunrise.
Yeah. Well, that made for a pretty scenic way to start our day. I don't think we were planning to go around the whole lake, but it's very beautiful. It's about a 3.5-mile walk around the lake, and it was good to start early because we had the place to ourselves. For the most part, there were a lot of fishermen though. We're on our way to Vintgar Gorge. We had a little wrench thrown in our plans because there's massive road construction in most of the roads surrounding the gorge and cutting off many of the access points. So we had to park at parking lot 5 and now we have to walk further than we were anticipating to get to the starting point of the gorge.
Let's go.
Vintgar Gorge is beautiful. The gorge itself is about a mile long and has a boardwalk that hugs the rock wall. The trail through the gorge is easy and filled with stunning views. The most impressive part of the hike is the beginning section, when the gorge is narrow.
Vintgar Gorge is a magical place, at least so far that we've seen. There's a walking path right inside the gorge, and you're often walking on elevated boardwalks. It's just incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Very blue water.
It's so clear too, it's crystal clear water. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Pretty insane. You can check out these views. Look at that. It's like walking through an enchanted forest with a million waterfalls and a really nice temperature. There's something about this place that just makes me think of Lord of the Rings. I mean, what do you think? The Vintgar Gorge is a mile long, and it's carved out by the Radovna River. It starts out with dramatic boardwalks on the edge of the gorge, going through a very narrow and scenic portion of the gorge, and then it flattens out to a more comfortable walking trail along a wide, broad river that you see behind us.
At the end of the gorge, there's a little snack stand with WCs, making it a good place for a pit stop. Once you reach the snack stand, you can't backtrack, so in order to get back to your car, you have two options. If you go left, you'll have a 3-kilometer hike along a road, or if you go right, you'll have a 3.5-kilometer hike, but it'll be through a field.
Vintgar Gorge used to be there and back stop, but now it's a one-way because of COVID, and once you finish, you have to choose between two different hikes. We're taking the hike that goes past St. Catherine's.
It's going to add a lot of time to our day. We knew that going into it, and even though COVID restrictions in this country have been lifted, it seems like this change is pretty permanent, at least for this year and the foreseeable future.
So we just reached St. Catherine's, and we have about an hour left in the hike, but we stopped at a little cantina on the way to get some lemonade and iced tea, and we are trying the famous Bled Cream Cake, or Kremsnita. It's got a custard cream and a pastry top. That's refreshing.
This is the Church of St. Catherine. Pretty small, very picturesque. It's a great stopping point, and there's a great viewpoint overlooking the valley below. We're about to hike back to the car. We expect it's going to take maybe another hour to get there, but we have this great view right over here of Bled Castle. The one thing this path lacks, shade. We are just very exposed. It's very hot, it's very humid, but we're glad it's a little breeze. Hopefully we get some shade pretty soon though. Well, so far, no shade, but the view's pretty good. I say right as we get to some shade. Mostly no shade. I'd say 98% no shade, but the view's pretty good. What do you think? We're at the Park Hotel at Lake Bled, and we've got another Kremsnita here. This is the original Kremsnita. So let's dig in and see how it tastes. Uh-oh. I guess I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, wow. So the topping is much more crispy than the last one. Oh man. That's very good. Creamy, light, fluffy, crunchy, sweet. This is wonderful.
No motorized boats are allowed on Lake Bled, making it particularly peaceful. This lake is also used as a training center for Olympic rowers who can often be found training on the lake. Since there are no motorized boats allowed on Lake Bled, if you want to get to the island in the middle, you have 4 options. You can swim, you can rent a paddleboard or a rowboat, or you can take a flat-bottomed pletna.
Pletna boats are 7 meters long, 2 meters wide, wooden flat-bottomed boat.
And they're steered by a standing rower.
And it takes about 25 minutes to row from the far side of Lake Bled to the island.
The tradition of using pletna boats dates back to at least the mid-1600s when the Habsburg Empress Maria Theresa granted families from a nearby village special permission to ferry visitors to the island. This family tradition eventually evolved into a modern union of sorts which continues to this day. Each boat is still family-owned, and the tradition is passed down from generation to generation.
We just took a pletna to the Bled Island, and now we're about to walk up some stairs, 99 of them to be exact.
Just what we wanted after a 3-hour hike.
Yeah. We made it up the 99 stairs.
It's a tradition if you get married on the island for the groom to carry his bride up the 99 steps.
You want to try that next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 4 out of 5 grooms are successful in carrying their brides up the steps of Bled Island, showing they're fit for marriage.
The best activities to do on Bled Island are climb the 99 stairs, get the best gelato in Lake Bled, souvenir shop with only locally made goods, and go into the church on the island. You get to ring the wishing bell, so that's pretty cool.
But it costs an extra 12 euros to do that. So.
Per person. So you got to choose if you want money or wishes.
We got salty peanuts and caramel and a pistachio gelato.
How is it?
Very good. Very creamy.
We had 50 minutes to explore Bled Island, which ended up being plenty of time.
Just want to say the water here really is that blue. It's just insane here.
Well, we found a place for dinner, and we're starting off with some prosciutto with olives and some cottage cheese spread. For the main course, I got some stuffed squid. Let's see how it is.
Never had squid. Oh wow. It's very good, but the texture is like squiddy. I'd eat that again. But I'd have to get used to the squid texture first. But otherwise, that was incredible. Creamy, prosciutto-y, cheesy, very good. So I got the mixed grill, which has a lot of meat. We have a kielbasa sort of sausage, grilled chicken, and cevapi with grilled vegetables, potatoes, these look incredible, and eggplant and mustard. That's very good.
Well, we made it up to Bled Castle for our last stop of the day.
It's got a pretty magnificent view of the lake, and we're here after the castle is closed. It closed at 8. It's around 8:30 right now. So we didn't have to pay for parking, and we didn't have to pay to enter the castle grounds. So we saved a little money, but we also don't get to go inside, so it's kind of a bummer.
But we got a great view.
Yeah, the view is incredible.
Bled Castle was built around 1,000 years ago. In the Middle Ages, it was the seat of power for the Austrian bishops of Brixen. These days, it's an incredibly popular place to visit for sweeping views over Lake Bled, as well as some interesting historical exhibits. We actually tried to visit Bled Castle in the afternoon after our hike through Vintgar Gorge, but parking was full from the top all the way down to the bottom of the hill, so we decided to return later in the day.
There are several ways you can get to Bled Castle. You can hike up, which is free, but
A lot of work.
you can drive up, which isn't free, but affordable at €3. You can take a taxi, or you can take a bus. So you have options. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so well, it's been another good day. We had a lot of fun at Vintgar Gorge. It was very beautiful. Though there were so many waterfalls, I was definitely very surprised by that.
The boardwalk was incredible. It felt like walking through an elven land, I think.
Yeah.
Very magical and mystical, and the mist from the river flowing up. It was very nice.
Yeah, Gorge was beautiful. The hike to get back to the car, not so much.
Yeah.
But beautiful, yes.
Beautiful.
Tiring, no.
Yeah, very beautiful hike, but exhausting, and there's no
Sun.
no shade.
Back at Lake Bled, we did a pletna boat tour out to the island.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
So worth the price. It was 15 euros per person, and that included the boat trip there and back, and 50 minutes on the island. And we learned a lot from our
the boat owner.
The boat owner, yeah. He talked a lot about Slovenia and Slovenian culture, so highly recommend the trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had a really good dinner.
Oh, the dinner was absolutely, and our waiter was awesome, so friendly.
Yeah.
Very good food.
First time eating stuffed squid, didn't know I would like it, but
I thought you'd like it. I had a hunch.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're heading into the Julian Alps.
I get to drive some switchback roads, so I'm very excited for that. I love mountain roads. So let's see you next time.
Yep.